Are you struggling on defense right now in college football 26? Are you still looking for answers on the defensive side of the ball? Well, look no further than this video right here, because I break down the 3 best defenses that you need to be running right now, whether you want to stop the run or lock down the pass. Let's jump right into it. All right, so first we're going to break down how you can actually get pressure out of double mug by only sending 2. Now, Swole actually broke this down in victory formation GG last week, so check that out if you want a more detailed breakdown and faster response times. And you would get to see it first, clearly. But all we're going to do here is make sure that we blitz the 2 guys on the same side as us. So all you really need to do right here is open the custom stunts menu just like this, okay? And so what this now allows you to do is now you're user locked. So now you could hold the left stick down and to the right just a little bit. And so this is gonna let you engage with the guard and you're gonna hold right trigger. So what you're gonna see when they go to take this snap here is I'm going to actually be able to just come in free myself. So clearly we just quickly look at the instant replay right here. Boom, you see offensive line doesn't even recognize me. They let me come in free. I actually was surprised and turned around, but you're gonna see it once again. We're gonna spy off these 2 guys, and the main focus here, put our user in a zone. The main focus is still just going to be the guys on the same side as us. Opening that subs menu, that stunts menu, so then you can just get this little user rush right here. We take the snap, and then we just actually get off the block, and you can see, boom, you know, we get a guy to come in free. Now, a lot of the time, actually, if you have like a fast edge rusher right here, he's actually going to be able to just come in free. I'm actually not just getting it right now. He's getting chipped a little bit, but you could still see, I mean, this is just as quick a pressure as you can get from a 4-man rush. We have 2 dudes blocking 1, and then everyone else is pretty much in a one-on-one here. So make sure that when you're actually, you know, engaging, you're gonna make sure that you're spamming the A button like I do right here to get off of the block. And now you see the guy comes in free, because what you don't want to happen is what was happening on some of those earlier plays where you're actually engaging with the offensive line for too long. And so you see when you spam the A button and you get off of that guy, that's really when you start to see the success. You want to also make sure you're engaging with 77 here, the guard, and not the center, because that makes this a lot easier to, you know, let your guys come in completely free. So everything when I'm talking about blitzing comes down to the exact details. And the detail here is make sure you're trying to engage with that guard and then get off of being engaging with the guard once your guys come in free or you've engaged with him long enough. Takes perfect timing though. All right, and so the next defense is going to be one that I've dropped the ebook on victory formation GG also. So this is another sneak preview. Victory formation is so amazing. I mean, this game plan's been up for a couple of months here. So we're gonna be in the dime 2-3 odd, and we're just going to come into Tampa 2. This would be a great defense. I have my zone dropped on 20. This would be a great defense to stop the sideline, right? You have a really great ability to be versatile on defense here, right? And so if they go ahead, call your typical flood concept, flat, a corner route, and a shriek. Whether they want to custom stem or not, all you're gonna see, what we're gonna do here is they take the snap, you user over the middle, and now boom, they have absolutely nowhere to go. You can see the post route is guarded as well, and then you also see that our defense does a great job of taking away the corner route. Boom, corner route taken away perfectly every single time. 20-yard zone drop sitting right at that depth, and then our 5-yard zone drop flat does a good job of taking away the flower right here, okay? So that's from this formation dime 2-3 odd. And you're also going to see the same thing from another formation, nickel 2-4 this time. We're also gonna have an additional vert hook over the middle. We're only gonna be sending 2, and you're gonna see the exact same thing right here. Boom, you can see they step up, they eat a sack, right? No one's open. That's the great thing about this, is it's the same thing over the middle of the field. Our users right here to take away their drag, also take away their table route, take away their 20-yard corner route, and then take away obviously their backside post or whatever route that they have on the backside. We also talked about in victory formation this week, the easy way to just guarantee that you get sheds from just a send 2 defense, right? And it's really very simple. Blitzing these guys on the same side as each other just allows you to do that. You would never really be able to get pressure, but this defense is just all about stopping the sideline. And then, like I talk about all the time, you have a good user over the middle of the field, And now you see, I mean, just great defense here. No one's obviously open. We get a sack, fumble, and we recover. So when you send 2, you understand it might take some time to get some sheds, but with a defense like this and a coverage shell like this that can be done at a lot of different defenses, dime 2-4, you know, nickel 2-4 mug, nickel 2-4, using the double Mabel coverage does a great job of just taking away the exact areas that you know everyone's trying to attack, and then just have a good user over the middle of the field. No one gets open. Easy. All right, so before I jump into the last defense, I need you to go down below and hype this video up. It's a new feature on YouTube. Screen recordings will be on the screen showing you how to do it, but it's gonna help the video get more reach, get out to more people, and just support the whole community. Don't be selfish. Let's get it done. All right, so like I said, the last defense we're gonna talk about here is 3-4 odd, and so this serves 2 purposes. Run defense, which is what I will talk about first. So cover 2 hard flat. This is just very easy, right? If they go ahead and come into a halfback draw, we have 5 defensive linemen / linebackers, 5 big dudes in the field. You take your user, stand right here, and they call a draw play, and then boom, it's just so easy. Run defense is just so easy, man. All it is just following the ball with your user, picking the right gaps to stand in, and just running through them. You see, we take it again, take it, boom. You see, I mean, just easy. They have nowhere to go, and clearly that's a draw play. You don't see a lot of those anymore. But even here, you see, and although this is, I guess, technically a pass, a jet touch pass here, but you see, same thing. We're just, again, following the ball with our user, making sure they can't cut back, but also making sure they can't get out to the sideline. It's a little balancing act here, but as you continue to just practice and go through this a lot, you start to get a good balance here. I had a coaching call actually last week with, you know, somebody trying to get better at run defense. The link for the coaching call will actually be in the pinned comment if you're interested. 1 hour, I will train you, get you better, certainly. But I was just talking to him about the importance of run defense. Boom, you see it again right here, and I just follow the ball. I have 2 controllers. I would have easily made that tackle with 1. Just very easy, right? It doesn't really matter the run that they call. You can see this time they're gonna call an inside zone split going from left to right here. They shift formation, you stand right over top of the guard, and you're just trying to run through that gap, and there you see it. It's so easy. You know, you're in 3-4 odd, but this can be done of a lot of different defenses, but 3-4 odd also just allows the rest of your defensive linemen to do a good job against the run. But you're gonna see if I take my user basically off the field right here and kind of, you know, make this a little bit muddier in the middle, a bad look for them, you can see the defensive line does a really good job of, you know, shutting down the run as well. So overall, just really easy run defense from 3-4 odd, but you know, what's a defense if you can't stop the pass? Let's talk about pass defense from 3-4 odd. All right, so this is still one of my favorite defenses here in college football 26, because what you're going to see is if they go ahead and call a bunch formation here, for example, something that you play against quite often, this is a really good blitz defense. So we're just going to shift our D-line in this case to the left, and then we're going to blitz our inside linebacker like this. And so it's gonna kind of touch on the first point I made in the first defense of this video, where you're trying to engage with the offensive line and then peel away. So boom, you're gonna see, you're gonna try to turn that guy outside, and there you go, boom. If you guys watch some of my Madden 26 blitz breakdowns, whether it be on shorts or it be, you know, in full length videos, you can see this is exactly what I talk about. Boom, turn the guard. This time you see the guard, turn him outside, and what does that do? It allows for our off the ball linebacker to just shoot in free, you know, very often. Same blitz, set it up, shift that D line to the left, you know, slide those linebackers to the right. You can see this is what the defense is gonna look like here. And so that time they sent 5 out, let's just have them go ahead and block their running back, stand again right over this guy, turn the guard outside, and you can see that time like 2 or 3 guys came in free. Running back had no chance. Just prisoner's dilemma, right? Who am I gonna block? But it doesn't really matter here. Boom, you can see we do a great job again. I didn't even really engage with them, but you can see it's still certainly good enough. Offensive line super confused, and you can see this is a 5 against a 6. They have the numbers advantage in this situation, and you can see like 3 guys are in the backfield. Offensive line is completely clueless on what to do. So that's, you know, the blitz. Obviously, you can see we set it up one more time right here. We shift our linebackers the right way, shift our D-line, put them in the right spots. But even if you need to play pass defense as well, you can put your safeties up and close. You could use the custom zones feature and move that flat closer to the line of scrimmage, maybe something like this. And now you can see you actually have pretty good coverage because you understand what we talked about earlier, where if they call a flood concept, right? Just something like this, and you know, we do the same thing, set it up the same way, stand right over this guy, pass him in our defense, and then boom, you can see a guy comes in free for the third straight play. So you guys can start to see, if you watch the whole BLT videos, this is the value that you get at the end of them. Boom, you can see guys coming free, running back again clueless on where he needs to be, but then it's not even like anyone's really open for them to throw. This isn't an open pass, my user is lurking right underneath it. And then obviously we have our 20 flat taking away their corner out, we have our 5 flat taking away their out route. So overall, from the 3-4 odd, you can both stop the run, you can play double maple coverage, and you can blitz the quarterback. Really an all-in-one, kind of encapsulates what defense should be here in college football 26. All right, so that's going to do it for the best defenses here in college football 26. Comment down below what questions you have about anything that I talked about in this video. But I break down college football 26 tips, defenses, offenses every single week. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're tired of playing trash on offense and you don't know what to run, click this video right here where I show you the best 4 offensive playbooks in the game, regardless of your play style. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.